Hi, everybody.
Hello and welcome back. I be watching, I follow, there's a couple of reporters. They're a couple, and they're both anchors.
No. Were they on what?
I don't know what channel. They're not, I don't know. I don't even know what city
They're not
from.
local?
No. Anyway, they're cute. And they be doing like regular stuff around the house using their anchor voices. It's cute. Anyway.
Sounds pretty gay.
I like it. But I'm into gay stuff, so.
Hey. More power to them.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up. Could you do that? Mm-mm. Like work with your spouse?
Mm-mm.
I mean, I don't know.
Absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Yeah, being around you all day.
The same. Mm-mm.
That's a special type of person.
They don't work for the same station, but they just both
anchors.
happen to be anchors. Yeah. No, they're probably fine.
Yeah, that makes
but I
sense.
can't. I don't want to work. I think that working with people can take your relationship sometimes because you be getting on their nerves. Like being around somebody all day. I've been with you all day. Then I gotta go home, and then still be with you.
Right when I go to work, I gotta see you again.
Yeah, I don't like that. Cause what if y'all are, have a disagreement at work? It's gonna spill over unless you have, discipline.
Yeah, boundaries.
Yeah,
like we don't bring this home.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's tough to do that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess
because I be like, remember we was in that meeting and you agreed with Jerry? Yeah.
It depends on the strength of the It depends on the strength of the relationship, I think.
And the nature of the job too.
Yeah. Because it's one thing, like, even working as a news anchor, I feel like what disagreements would y'all have? I guess being around each other, it'd be a lot, but like. If y'all was both,
I mean, not doing that.
Like, if he's like the anchor man or whatever, or she's the anchor woman, and the other one is the weather person, like, you know what I'm saying? Where's the conflict gonna show up?
I think a newscaster is not a good example of that.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of something. Like if y'all both worked at McDonald's.
Or if you have situations like where like an artist and then their parent or their spouse is their manager. Yeah. It's hard to separate that sometimes because you always on. Your manager hat never really comes off or your artist hat never really comes off. So it might be hard. And that's why a lot of people be firing their mom or whatever when they get to a certain point in their career because it becomes too much.
Oh my goodness.
So
again, I think that it depends on the character of the person or the character. Like I don't think it's necessarily a foregone conclusion.
You'll let me be your manager?
Yeah, if you're good at it.
I mean,
and I could trust you.
If I was a manager and good at it,
yeah. You wouldn't want to be my manager?
Probably not, because you don't listen.
Well. Okay, then don't be. Then you could just leave or whatever.
That's what I'm saying. It depends on the relationship. I don't want to work with nobody I know. Because I am gonna hold a grudge. That's you have to know yourself.
See, like I don't.
You have to know yourself.
See, that's where we differ. I don't feel like I wouldn't care.
Prime example. I used to work with my mother in the past. Now we directly together. We worked for the same company, and we worked in the same building, but in different roles. So we didn't cross paths as much. But people used to try to do slick stuff to me to get to her, like to make her mad, and vice versa.
That's totally different, though.
I mean, yeah, this is a different conversation, but it could cause, you know what I'm saying?
It can cause some.
Like they know,
people will be like, "Oh yeah, that's our daughter." So
they knew that they couldn't get to her on something, so they'll try to do something to me.
Yeah.
You know,
that's kind of corny.
White people be doing stuff like that.
Exactly. Yakubians is just, they no holds bar with it.
Yeah.
Whatever we can do. But hey, we talk about this. We talk about that on the show all the time.
Yeah, we do.
Currently in your ear is
the Not Your Kind of People podcast with Rob Rossetti
and Chinky Jones. How are you feeling, Chinky?
Feeling like I want to quit my job. But other than that, I feel pretty good. It's a new day in America. We got a new president officially. New vice president.
Shout out Joe Biden and Kamala. Mm-hmm. All right, they've been on the clock for round about.
They don't did a full day, about 8 hours.
Where the stimmy?
I'm looking for it. I'm looking for my stimulus and my student loan forgiveness.
Both of those need to be.
I need both of them
ticked off.
I need both.
Or it's a failure. Or like
I wouldn't just say it's a service failure just yet.
If you don't get us that stimmy,
we should have it at the end of the week though.
And you see, they gonna give us $1,400.
Yeah, they taking the $600 off that we already got.
They gonna finesse us no matter what. You said 2,000.
But they gave us the 600 already.
Trump gave us the 600. You supposed to come correct with the fresh 2,000.
No, that's not. I think
it's $2,000 bill.
I think it's fine. I'll take it.
I'll take it. Obviously, I'm not gonna be like it's either 2,000 or nothing. I'm taking that for 1,400. But did you watch the inauguration today?
I watched some of it.
I ain't watch drip.
I was at work. And then I FaceTimed my friend because I was like, oh, I need to talk to her and see what kind of jobs I should be applying for. Because it's no point in me, staying in human resources. And I was like, hey, girl, what you doing? And she was like, oh, watching the inauguration. I was like, dang, I'm not a good citizen because I wasn't thinking nothing about watching that.
You got that? That's what makes you a good citizen? Watching the inauguration?
To some people.
Who are these bozos?
I'm just saying. Some people, people was... Especially, people was decked out. They was wearing their Chucks and pearls today.
Yeah, see, somebody had on the Dior ones. I think Kamala's nephew or something.
Must be nice. Well, it was cute or whatever. Lady Gaga sang the national anthem.
Cool.
It was underwhelming.
Ain't
Jennifer
she
Lopez
Canadian or something?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know. I don't care.
I don't know either, right? Who cares?
Jennifer Lopez
She's white.
sang a rendition of
America the Beautiful.
America the Beautiful and something else. This Land Is Our Land. You know that song?
This land is yours.
Yeah. She sang that.
That's the most disingenuous song of all time.
And I feel like it's kind of preschoolish. Also, like...
It's what they told. Right, it's what they told the kids, but it's
not the truth.
It's not the truth. At all.
The truth. So she's saying that. I was unimpressed with her performance as well.
Dang.
Garth Brooks also sang a song. 2 thumbs
down. So 2 thumbs down so far.
I would give him like sideways thumbs.
Okay, so 2. We got a thumb up on the drip.
Oh, everybody came through. Everybody definitely
slayed.
I saw pictures
of Michelle.
Oh, I mean, did you expect anything else from the Obamas?
Of course.
That's
what they do.
For the forever first lady had a fresh sew-in. Her curls was popping.
She was laid.
I was a little disappointed in Kamala's hair. Kamala's hair. But
right. It's only a little drop in there.
Yeah, just a drop. Just a drop. But it's okay. It's okay. She's the first woman.
Yeah.
First black person. First
POC.
Mm-hmm.
But she technically is.
Yeah,
a
she
POC.
technically is.
She technically is.
You
She's
guys,
the definition
you know how I
of a POC.
feel about these words. These, yeah.
She's,
and what is it? What else is she?
She's
Asian.
Jamaican. She's Jamaican and Indian.
I thought she was Asian. She not like. No, whatever.
India isn't. Asian.
It don't matter.
Indians are technically Asian.
Oh, she's Indian.
Yes. I think.
Okay.
Don't quote me.
It
on
doesn't
that.
matter.
I could be wrong.
It doesn't matter.
But she's of another persuasion.
Mm-hmm. Overall, the inauguration was nice. I was streaming it. I was just kind of listening to it, and I, checked in to see the outfits.
I was on the whole opposite end of the spectrum. I was surprised people was actually watching. Like, y'all watched the inauguration?
Sometimes I do.
The only inauguration I ever watched was the one in 2008. Of course, who did?
Well,
was Barack?
Barack's was the first one I watched. Also,
they stopped school. They was like, y'all go to the auditorium or whatever it was and watch the inauguration. I'm like, cool.
It works for me. Yeah. So, Garth Brooks performed.
What did he perform? What does he do?
I don't even know. He's a singer.
No,
he's a country singer.
Right. I'm saying, I was going to say Achy Breaky Heart, but that's not him. That's somebody else.
Not.
That's Billy Ray Cyrus.
I can't think of, I can't think of the song that he sang, but.
He did this. He's the one who did, and it was all in my head. I think about it
over and over again.
I can't.
Oh, is that Garth Brooks?
With him. Oh, I can't take it.
I don't know. It's interesting how country music became dominated by white people. That's another discussion for another time.
Same way with rock. Mm-hmm. You say the same thing about rock when when you say rock,
it's literally like no black country music artists. I mean, there are a handful.
Miley Cyrus.
See, that's what I'm saying. You always think it's playtime. It's not playtime.
No, I'm joking. Obviously, I'm joking.
Well, K. Michelle trying to get into country music.
K. Michelle?
Mm-hmm. Because, she's from Memphis, and she has always said that she loves country music, and she wants to be a country
artist.
A country artist. But, of course, you're a black girl, you finna sing R&B.
Yeah, ain't that? You're a black boy.
Even another person,
it's rap or R&B.
Kiki Wyatt. Y'all know that's like one of my favorite vocalists.
Kiki Wyatt. That's the one who did Don't Tell Me. Tennessee Whiskey.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's which I had heard of Chris Stapleton, but when she redid his song Tennessee Whiskey, it made me go back and listen to his albums, and he makes like really, really good music.
That's what it's a lot of country artists who have like Dolly Parton. Mm-hmm. It's like people just cover her songs over and over and over. Like you don't even you
wouldn't realize
you think like, oh, this Kiki Wyatt song, and then you realize like, oh dang, no.
But that's true of a lot of stuff. Yeah, so many people don't know
the origins,
right, who originally made a song. Mm-hmm. Even as much as I love Luther Vandross, he was the cover king. Like he remade so many songs.
The girl, Lauryn Hill.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So but that's the thing about music is if it's a good song, it's just a good song,
and the ultimate instrument is that vocal cord.
Yeah, man.
And that's gonna change the whole.
Yeah, man. When you put your own little twang on it.
Yeah. Did they do anything? Because they said they had a inauguration playlist.
I don't know.
And it was Kendrick Lamar and
I don't know nothing about
J. Cole and MF Doom apparently was on there.
I don't know nothing about it. I have to do the Googles on that later.
Yeah, it seemed like pandering to me. Like,
I mean, like this whole. Listen, let's not talk about that right now.
I always think about anytime I think about
even like we've talked about this before. Like, I don't know when we're going to get to a point where it's the conversation is not, oh, this is the first black person to XYZ, or this is the first Latin American person to do whatever. And if it's hard to not think that, like, the first, what's her name? The judge who
the Puerto Rican one.
Yeah. What's her name?
Chief Justice.
Is it Sotomayor? Did I make that up?
What is her name? I don't know, but I know who you're talking about, but I don't.
But
know
she swore her in. And they're like, this is the first, Latin American judge. Da, 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 da. And it's just, I don't know. I don't like it. I'm happy for the.
It's cool that it's happening, but it feels like
we're being thrown bones.
This will end racism, right?
You're right.
Is racism done? Is racism over with?
Yep. It's
because this is the first. We got a black lady in office now.
And she had to be sworn in by the first, Hispanic.
So Abuela can be on crying like Jesse Jackson. You know what I'm saying? And like it's all clear from there. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I feel. Even though it's dope,
right? And it's not like that.
And like I don't want to. Because I feel like we talking over their accomplishment when it's an amazing accomplishment, and they definitely fought through racism, right? But at the same time, like with Kamala Harris,
right? It is Sonia Sotomayor,
okay,
first Hispanic Supreme Court justice.
Yeah, Sotomayor, Kamala Harris, Barack Obama, for that matter. They didn't topple racism. I ain't gonna say that, but they topped racism. Right? They racism embedded in this country, designed to make sure what they did never happened. But like I've said before, racism or institutionalized racism is a morphing beast, and it's morphing to make sure you don't realize that it's still there.
Right.
These are just little. They giving us these.
That's what I'm saying. They're throwing us bones, like.
So yeah, I think
you'll be like, okay, y'all got this, so y'all should be good for a little while.
Y'all don't shut up.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
And I'd like to think that that's not what it is, but I can't help but feel
think it's a
like
little both.
Yeah.
I think it's a little, especially like going back to this whole little playlist thing. Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, probably cool people. I'm sure they cool people. Them niggas is not listening to Kendrick Lamar. They've heard of Kendrick Lamar. They probably gonna say "To Pimp a Butterfly" is the most important hip hop record. MF, he's a legend. J. Cole is a poet, and they know who these people are, but they not listening to them.
Right?
They definitely not. Until their intern came and told them, "Oh, "To Pimp a Butterfly" is a classic." 2014 Forest Hill Drive. He spoke to the mix man.
And I would like to think that these playlists, because that's what playlists do for me. I put on a random playlist on Apple Music or on Tidal, and I'm introduced to new artists.
Definitely.
And then I go and I'm like, oh, their music is dope. So hopefully,
definitely.
This will do the same for.
Why not have the shit that y'all listen to for y'all inauguration playlist?
Maybe they do. What's on the playlist?
I don't know. I read an article that it was a bunch of stuff. It's a bunch of rap.
See, don't listen. You got to see what's actually on the playlist.
Okay. I didn't. I didn't get too into it. I did tweet about it. I just I put the corn emoji.
The playlist is on all streaming forms. Okay, let me see where it's at.
Inauguration playlist.
Okay. Code of the Friend, The Internet, Average White Band, Bruce Springsteen, Daryl Hall and Oates, the OJs, Mac Miller, Heatwave, Marlena Shaw, Free Nationals. That's a really good band. You listening to that? Have you listened to that album?
Mm-mm.
Anyway, Burna Boy, Led Zeppelin,
Award. We on award tour. We got Tribe Called Quest, Bob Marley.
I feel like this is a pretty well balanced playlist.
Okay, cool.
It's not overwhelmingly black.
For sure. So this, I hope, what my hope is that it represents what they wanted on the list. Mm-hmm. It's not just. Yeah,
DJ D Nice did the playlist.
Oh, okay. Dropped the official hood. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Issa Rae. Radio. D Nice. Issa Radio. So this was Issa Rae that did this.
Okay.
Interesting. Yeah,
that's the way. Earth, Wind, and Fire on here. I'll listen to this later.
I'm not finna listen to that.
There's some good songs on here.
I'm sure it is.
The Brothers Johnson. Anyway. So yeah, inauguration was today, and Joe was like, "Hey, it's time to get to work. It's not playtime."
Yeah, he said, yeah.
He signed like over a dozen executive orders
to undo Trump's policies.
Yeah, he canceled the border wall. Mm-hmm. He canceled the pipeline. You know, that pipeline that they've been fighting for years
from Alaska
to
like Utah or something.
Yeah. And it goes through these Native American reservations. So they canceled that.
It's like super unnecessary. Like there's no reason for y'all to add this pipe other than to make more money.
Right. He canceled the Muslim travel ban. The travel ban. Mm-hmm. Gonna keep pausing student loans until like September or something.
Just cancel.
That's what I need.
If you can,
cancel them
for a year. For well over a year, we don't have to pay student loans. You can cancel. You can cancel. They don't need that money.
Definitely, they don't need it anyway. Okay, and why is there even interest on education?
Because somebody's getting rich.
Because it's a scam.
Somebody got to get rich.
It's a scam.
It definitely is.
So he signed some. He signed some stuff. He said that they're still working on canceling, well, not even canceling, but they're gonna forgive $10,000. But, that has to go through Congress. So we'll see if that happens. They got
the majority. Democrats got the majority now, mm-hmm. right?
Yep.
So
we'll see if it happens. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
We'll see.
Yeah.
That's it.
I don't have any faith in our.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Like I don't have any faith that this is going to happen.
But if they knock 10,000 off, I'll take it for sure.
Definitely.
It ain't really nothing on my student loans, but to some people that ain't really got no student loans, it works. It'll make them free and clear. Yeah. So I fully support it. What else going on? Oh. Last year we were all devastated, really heartbroken.
It's tough. Probably the hardest part of the last year.
Yeah. They took the potatoes away from Taco Bell. Wasn't no more cheesy Fiesta potatoes. Wasn't no spicy potato soft tacos.
No nacho fries.
They did a number on us.
They took a lot.
Yeah.
They took a lot from us and expected us to just
bend over and take it. But the people have spoken, and the potatoes are coming back.
I never thought this day would
happen. I don't know when they coming back, but they had to have seen a drop in sales. Like,
I'll admit, I did say I wasn't gonna mess with Taco Bell no more. I still did get, I still went to Taco Bell.
I mean, I still like the black bean crunch wrap.
Supreme.
Yeah.
And once I discovered that, I'm like, okay, I can rock with that.
Yeah.
Because that's why I love the spicy potato. No meat, and it's delicious.
Yeah, it is.
It's amazingly delicious.
It's really tasty.
And there's nothing on the menu that's even coming close to.
It's not
like mimicking. You know how you can get a double
like
cheeseburger.
a little substitute. Yeah.
If you want a double cheeseburger, you can get a McDouble and kind of get that get that same feel. Mm-hmm. Nothing like that for Taco Bell.
Mm-mm. I even tried, which I didn't like it. What? I tried the they have a bean and rice burrito.
Oh yeah.
I tried that and I ain't like it.
So,
like, I literally bit it and I was just like,
nope,
nope. I can't.
I can't do the. I can't.
I was like, okay, I like beans and rice. When I make tacos, I make beans and rice.
So it's easy to when you think about it like that. It's like, cool. This should
be
taste
fine,
good,
but nah.
something off with the rice to me.
I think it's both. Like, them beans not right either.
It's the same beans when the black bean crunch wrap.
No, it's not. They're black beans. Those in that other burrito are pinto beans or something.
I never done that one.
Yeah, it's pinto beans. I don't like it.
I don't think I've ever done that one.
But
See, I don't. But like, they got another burrito with rice on it, and I never look, the rice never.
I don't know.
I stay away from the rice at Taco Bell.
Yeah, rice. Everybody can't do rice.
It's the simplest thing.
A lot of people can't cook rice. You'd be surprised. I think it's pretty simple as well.
Yeah. And
I actually make some pretty good Mexican rice. Yeah. I would like to learn how to make Puerto Rican rice. One of my coworkers, she used to make bomb Puerto Rican rice.
Shout out to Alyssa. When I worked at Nike, she used to, bang it. My homie Edgar paid her to make some Puerto Rican rice. Puerto
Rican rice is a hit.
I miss Alyssa's cooking. Like, she can throw down.
You gotta have friends that can cook, man.
I think I'm the friend that can cook.
Well, who cooks for you?
Nobody.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta have people.
I cook for myself.
That's important too.
Which is cool.
But it helps when you like to cook. When you actually like to, experiment and stuff.
Definitely. That's especially being in this quarantine. Like a lot of people like picked up hobbies, made sourdough bread and cookies and stuff. I've always liked doing stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I don't have the tools necessary to make something like bread, but I would like to make some. I like make some potato buns. Or something.
That would be good. I want to. My next project is going to be some biscuits. I want to make some like buttermilk biscuits.
Don't risk
I
it,
like baking more than I like cooking.
I
really like to cook as well, but
I like standing in front of the stovetop.
I like baking.
Going to work, yeah. I like to bake too. I think I'm kind of impatient though.
Oh, see, I love it. It takes patience.
Yeah, that's the only thing with me.
Especially with certain things, you gotta take your time. And baking is way more.
I like to bake too.
Precise.
I like. Yeah,
like you have
science.
to. Yeah,
it's a science.
Yeah, the smallest little thing could just throw the whole thing off.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I respect that.
Yeah, so that's gonna be my next thing. I'll let you know when I make some biscuits.
Yeah, call me.
Yeah, can't wait to do that.
Call me and I'll pull up with some honey and jam. I think I'm gonna make some jam.
Apple butter.
I think I'm gonna make some
jam.
I
want you to make some jam or some preserves.
Either or. I think of.
That's why we need to have a farm.
I think if you make them at home, what's the difference? I know when you at the store, it's a difference between jam and preserves, definitely. But if you're making them at home, they technically preserves, but if somebody asks me, like, yeah, I got pear jam.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I wanted to, we've talked about this guy on the show before, Kyrie Irving, and like how we were in support of his,
Don't.
How are we in support of his
Is he the one that's raging against the machine?
Yeah. Well, you know he's a flat earther.
Yeah. Do we got more?
Yeah.
So he's a flat earther.
Yeah. He's a lot of things. He's an interesting guy. He's been donating a lot of money to different.
Yeah, I saw that he bought
to different organizations.
He bought George Floyd's daughter or her family or whatever. He bought them a house. What's his name? What's his friend's name? George Floyd's friend. He used to be a basketball player. What's his name?
I don't know.
And he's the one. What is his name?
I don't know. What did he do?
He's the one that was really just rallying people to help, and he said that he was going to take care of George's daughter. Hold on, what is dude's name?
Steven Jackson?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, Steven Jackson. So anyway, Steven Jackson has said that he was, soliciting people to help support George Floyd's family. And Kyrie bought,
the first to step up.
Yeah, he bought, I don't know, whatever, but he bought them a house.
Well, we celebrated him because he was like, it's a lot, when the NBA was just getting ready to start back up, go into the bubble, and start the season back up, he was like, yo, besides COVID, there's a lot going on in this country, and I think it should be readily accepted that if we don't want to play, we shouldn't play. Like, not just based on the COVID scare. A lot of people opted out because of that, but he was just talking about, like, yeah, socially in this country, like, is it time for us to be playing basketball? And if it is, cool. Like, if you want to play, cool. But like, if you feel any type of way, you should not be persecuted.
Right.
For feeling that way. Like what he did though, he had been playing this year. But he went to a party, he broke COVID protocol for the NBA, he went to a party maskless. And he had to be away from the team for however long, but
oh, so you talking about just recently?
Yeah.
Because I know he just came back.
He just came back because he was absent without leave at a certain point though.
Okay, because he said he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry to my fans. I just needed to take a break or whatever."
Like, he became overwhelming for me, and I was listening to his whole quote. He was like, "Yeah, like a lot of people talking don't know anything about me, about who I am, or anything, I haven't invited anybody into that. You know what I'm saying? Well, like when things become overwhelming, I just need to take a step back."
The fact that, and this, we talk about this all the time, that we are just so, we have such a sense of entitlement when it comes to celebrities' lives. These are people that have real emotions. Yeah. They have anxiety or may become overwhelmed or are affected by different things in their personal lives. And we just expect them to just play ball. Because they signed a contract, which, yes, you have obligations or whatever, but I'm still a person.
Yeah. And I always liked Kyrie Irving for the fact that he speaks his mind. I think a lot of people, don't like him because, for one, he spurned the golden boy, LeBron James. He was like, I don't have to play with you. I'm leaving. You know what I'm saying? And I really respect him for that because people was, in his ear, do you look at LeBron like a father figure or something? Like, what?
A father figure?
Like, I played ball with this nigga. And, Kyrie
he can't
was
possibly be that much older than him.
Kyrie was like, my dad lives in North Carolina or whatever. LeBron is not my daddy. But, the media will have you thinking Kyrie is like a petulant child and LeBron is trying to rein him in or when he was with the Cavaliers, and it was just a lot of mess around that, and a lot of people were just talking mess about Kyrie. And ever since then, to go along with the flat earther stuff, to go along with him not wanting to play during the bubble, or just a lot of this, the way he got out of the Celtics, and people were saying he's a cancer to his team. So
now everybody knows I don't watch basketball like that. I know who these people are, but That's it. Mm-hmm. He's a good basketball player, right?
He's one of the he's top 5.
He's a very good basketball player, right?
He's legit top 5 basketball player.
Now wait, Kyrie Irving is what's the name, right?
It's Kyrie Irving. Uncle Drew?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He's Uncle Drew.
So why can't he just play basketball?
What you mean?
And everybody else mind their business about his personal life, or
that's my thing, or whatever's going on. Let him get fined by the NBA. Like, we're all speculating on this. Like, people like Stephen A. Smith said, like, you just retire. Like, you obviously don't care about the game.
Stephen A. Smith gets on my nerves.
I love Stephen A. I love Stephen A. a lot. But he do be doing a lot. I think a lot of stuff he be saying is for shock value. Mm-hmm. But I think a lot of times if you listen, he be making some solid points. Mm-hmm. And he's a black man. I think he's one of the you talk about like analysts. Mm-hmm. He's one of the biggest analysts in the world, right? Sports analyst, period. Mm-hmm. As a black man, ultimate respect for that. So I love Stephen A. I grew up with Stephen A.
He just so.
He's right. He do too much. He do too much.
Shut up.
He do way too much.
He just. Yeah.
But that sentiment that he had of Kyrie Irving, a lot of people felt that way. Like saying like he should retire, he should quit playing because he obviously don't care. And he came on the stage, he was like, "I love the game." Like for anybody to say that, like that's totally out of character. That's not me. So I really hate the celebrity culture we live in, because if you listen to what other people say about Kyrie Irving, they have you thinking all type of crazy stuff about this man. And I just think he's just a dude who is conscious of.
I just got some tea.
Well, relax, because
I shouldn't even check my phone.
Yeah,
I shouldn't even check my phone.
You shouldn't have. Because nobody else can sip this tea.
No, you're right. Because I'm not gonna spill the tea.
Right. So why would you even say that there is
sorry.
tea?
It was like bubbling up in me. I'm sorry.
But
this is perfect. I'm gonna finish, and this is a perfect segue into something else we got to talk about today. Something else I want to talk about today. So finish about Kyrie. I'm sorry. People.
No. So like, just I really appreciate that Kyrie continues to do what he wants to do. In spite of everything. Mm-hmm. He's one of the best basketball players in the world. What y'all gonna do? Cut him? Mm-hmm. No. Mm-hmm. Do what you want to do, boss.
I appreciate it.
Black man.
I like when people do what they want to do.
Especially in this NBA, man. I love the fact that players have a lot more agency in the NBA. Like, they can do what they want because they know they got all the power. Mm-hmm. Kyrie Irving keep on pushing that. Obviously, play basketball. They got a whip in Brooklyn. Like, just come back and play. I want to see you with KD and James Harden. But also, it only come back if you ready and willing to come back. Don't ever fold to the pressure of all these outside people. Mm-hmm. And I love the fact that he's not that type of person. So I just wanted to salute Kyrie Irving because everybody is shitting on him right now.
Yeah, that's what's up.
And I think what he's trying to do, right? I think what he's doing is totally. It is a bit crazy. And we haven't seen it before, but maybe it's needed to take that pressure off of all athletes and celebrities.
It's not crazy. It's just not what other people have done, or not what what we were saying before.
Definitely.
And like you said, maybe it's necessary. People need to go against the grain because we are just so invested in this like celebrity culture. Even like so much conversation around. I think we touched on it last week about Lori Harvey, and now she's dating Michael B. Jordan or whatever. Like, everybody has an opinion about how many dudes she done dated, and it's like, this is a young girl. She should be dating. Like, that you supposed to be dating.
Definitely, the fact that we know everybody that she's been dating is super weird to me. I don't know. That's the thing with the world we living in. Like, if she put it out there, everybody gonna see it. Mm-hmm. If she put it out there. Cool, like, so she don't mind, like, it's cool, but like, to me, it's just like,
I don't know. I mean,
I feel like y'all tracking her.
we certainly know the high profile,
we don't even
relationships
know
that she's had, but if that's the life that she wants to live or whatever, but it's even like, why y'all? First of all, you don't know if she's sleeping with these men or not, because everybody's like, she a hoe, she da 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 da. Y'all don't know if she's sleeping with these people or not.
Yeah.
And even if she is, that's her business.
Right. What? Like,
what?
Who cares?
Like, I don't care what somebody else do with their vagina.
Why do you care? You never even gonna meet her. You probably ain't gonna never be in the same state as her.
And for like this girl, she's like, I don't know, she's like in her 20s, young 20, early 20s.
25.
I cannot be concerned with that little girl is doing. Now I want to say, I'm not saying little girl like, but I got business.
Legitimately.
Like,
I got way more stuff to worry about. Is she cute? Yeah, you know.
I think she's a super pretty girl.
That's what's up. Like, she's a baddie. And she dating all the bad men. You know what I'm saying? Her thing, but
it is a little questionable for you to be like dating Diddy and his son, and then anybody that dates Future is like, I don't know. But you know, whatever. But that's just me because he got a lot of baby mamas, and
yeah, Future is a wild one.
I just read an article. Well, no, I misspoke. I did not read the article. I saw the headline of the article, and it was saying, what's the little boy name? Floyd. Is his name Floyd or Lloyd? Floyd Mayweather.
Money Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather's daughter just had a baby by him.
By Future.
No. He a younger little rapper. NBA Young Boy.
Okay.
Is that it? NBA Young Boy?
Yeah.
So apparently her baby was his 7th child.
Yikes.
By as many women.
Yikes.
So this boy like 20 something years old, and he got 7 baby mamas. At least I know he got 7 kids. I don't know how many baby mamas he got. He might get 2 kids with one of them. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it begs the question. So you're a superstar, whatever. I ain't never heard none of his songs. I don't know.
You weren't.
So you not at home.
Nope.
You got kids in 7 different households, 6 or 7 different households. How can you possibly, aside from providing financially, how can you possibly parent these children?
Financial is totally financial.
That's not enough for me. And this is me as a person whose child's father is absent. I don't necessarily need the financial support. I would appreciate the physical, like the presence. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? The actual support, the emotional support that a child needs. Yeah. You know, teach the baby how to ride a bike, and you know, you cannot possibly spread your time across 7 different households. Like
7 different people. You got 7 different people. Like even,
I mean the same thing for Future. Future got about as many baby mamas. You can't possibly effectively parent your children. You can't have no real relationship with your children when you're not the custodial parent.
So think about it like this. I ask this question to you: do you think NBA YoungBoy or Future had parenting in mind at any point?
Obviously not, because they wouldn't have. If they did, they probably wouldn't have so many kids. And I'm pretty sure both of their. I don't know about Future because he be friend like he. I don't know if his daddy might have been there. I don't know.
Yeah.
I venture to say that neither of their fathers were there.
Yeah.
You know, were present in the home. So the cycle continues.
So like.
But like my thing has always been, and you say that I'm privileged in this thought process. Like, at what point are you going to be like, okay, I'm not doing this. I want to be better than I had, or I want to give my children something better than I had, or because I didn't have my dad, but I know I don't want to create this situation for my kids.
So,
like, I saw the Cosby Show. I know it's possible.
Yeah.
It makes me mad.
So I'll just start watching a very popular anime. A lot of people probably watch it. It's called Jujutsu Kaisen.
I ain't never seen that.
Yeah, right. You probably never even heard of it, but it's really good. But one of the characters in there, and I just like the relationship that he has with the main character because he's like, you're still a child, so you can't be.
See, this is what I'm saying.
Be the first one fighting or whatever.
I'm finna put it right here.
Yeah, you're still a child. He treats him like a child, and he just like, you know what makes you an adult? Do you know what makes you an adult?
You asking me?
Mm-hmm.
Paying your bills.
Paying bills. What else?
That's all I get. That's the only difference. That's the only difference between now and when I was a child.
Nah, you know what it is?
Perspective.
It's negative emotions. It's sadness. It's what the character said it's waking up one day and finding out that your favorite convenience store doesn't sell the bread that you love anymore. And it's never coming back. That's just a sadness. This is gone. Like, there ain't nothing you can do about it. Mm-hmm. You accumulate all that sadness that takes away your innocence. Mm-hmm. That's when you become an adult. I don't envision NBA YoungBoy or Future being in the position where they sitting down like, dang, and feeling sadness on the level that your average person would, just based on the lot in life that they have now. They wouldn't be maybe they would, because I know broke niggas with 12 baby mamas. Mm-hmm. Maybe they would, but I feel like they'd be they smart enough to become multi-million-dollar rappers. They'd be smart enough to be like, I ain't got it. I ain't finna be having no bunch of kids. Mm-hmm. They don't care. Because they got it and they think they always gonna have it. Mm-hmm. Which they still in their youth, wilding. They ain't became adults yet. I don't know. And so just to answer your question, I don't know if that time is coming anytime soon. They probably won't see it. Because they probably making enough money to maintain a relationship with their children where they can be absentee. Where it's legal for them to be absent. You know what I'm saying? Or not, it's legal for them to be absent no matter what. But it's like, I'm paying child support, so I'm doing my thing. You know what I'm saying?
Just me.
Yeah.
I'm talking about me, myself, and I. Mm-hmm. I'm not messing with no nigga that already got 6 baby mamas.
Definitely not.
I'm not messing with nobody that got 3, 4 baby mamas. Like, first of all, why you got so many baby mamas? Like, what's going on that you got so many baby mamas?
That's a uniquely woman thing, I think. Not saying that I would mess with a girl with multiple baby daddies or whatever. But
it's so easy for...
I guess I just never really thought about, like, if a girl got kids or whatever, multiple kids, it's not like necessarily a deal breaker for me. You know what I'm saying? I can understand what for a woman it would be.
If they're with multiple women, like, why do you have so many baby mamas? And it's easier for a man to just spread his seeds all around.
Right.
You know, you can have 5 baby mamas all at one time.
That's what it is.
In 1 week, you can get yourself 5 baby mamas. Yeah. You know, for a woman, obviously, you gotta take your time to pop the kid out before you move on to your next baby daddy.
Exactly. So I think it's just more time. You got more time to become an adult.
Yeah.
For the woman.
For some people. Because there's very many people that, and it's weird to me. Again, I'm talking about me. Me. I'm talking about it's weird to me that it's women out here that really don't even know who that baby daddy is. Like, don't know who that baby daddy is. Now, I'm not speaking against your liberties as a woman and any agency you have over your body, because you definitely have that. You can do whatever you want to do with your juice box, okay? You can bust it open for whoever you want to bust it open for, okay? What I'm talking about is why you don't know who your baby daddy is.
I be thinking they know.
Why you be running through 3, 4, 5 DNA tests before you figure out who your baby daddy is? I would be, and me and my boyfriend talked about this before, like, cause I don't forget what we were talking about, but he was saying like, you know, girls out here just really be out here, and I would ask for a DNA test, and I was just like, I would be like, my feelings would be so hurt if my boyfriend, you know, my husband or whatever, asked me for a DNA test. I would be like, I would be highly offended.
Imagine how offended you would be if he didn't ask for the DNA. Imagine how offended he would be if he didn't ask for the DNA test and then it come out the baby ain't his. His baby come out looking like
it'd be hella niggas in that situation. It'd be so many niggas on this, like, it'd be a lot of people in that situation, and I feel bad for them because I know that I'm not that type of person. It's not no question. I know exactly who my child's father is.
Yeah.
Like, but it's a lot of women that find themselves in that situation and ends up on a Maury show running off the stage after the third person they don't test it ain't the daddy either. I really want to go to the Maury show. Do they really all be just running off the stage like, no, I know that
that's like a production. Like they hype it up like before they come out. They tell them to hype it up.
I love the Maury show. And he still be having paternity tests, and they still be running off the stage when the answer is no.
Yeah, niggas ain't stopped having sex.
I mean, how old is Maury? That nigga old.
I saw the one episode of Divorce Court. Did you see this one where they was
I don't watch Divorce Court.
Where they had the dude that she was cheating on her husband with come in. So it was funny. They was like,
wait. So she getting a divorce,
and she was like,
and they brought her side nigga in.
Yes, they was at the.
I might have to start watching Divorce Court.
He was like, and it's a couple. Actually, it's a married. The judges is a married couple. It's
two black people.
Yeah,
yeah. I don't know. I just saw a meme about them, but I've never seen it.
It was. It's so funny because he was just like, man, I know she cheating or whatever. I ain't cheating on him. I love him. I'll walk the band. And then he brought the side nigga in. He was like, she's like, do you know this woman? He was like, yeah, that's my girl. He was like, yeah, that's me right there. And she was just like,
so she didn't know he didn't know she was married?
No, he knew. They knew.
So he just came in here and blew her spot up.
And he was like, so what was... He was like, have you had relations with her? And he was like, yeah, I have. He was like, when? He was like, this morning. And they was we grand divorce in favor of...
How you gonna smash your sad nigga the day you go into court? How?
Look.
Why would you do that? And that's what I'm saying. It's a lot of... Again, I'm not the poom poom police.
Do your thing.
Do your thing.
But don't be lying.
That's my only thing. Be honest. Be honest. And if you are not if you're not willing to be in a monogamous relationship, don't get married unless y'all got that.
Don't get into
just make sure that you are honest.
Be honest
and upfront with your partner.
If you honest,
like, don't surprise me with nothing.
If you honest, you will find somebody that will let you do whatever you want to do.
Whatever you want to do. There's plenty of people that have open relationships or polyamorous. They're polyamorous.
That they're polygamous and they have polyamorous
relationships. Right. Yeah. There's plenty of people that have polyamorous relationships.
They're called swingers. It's a whole thing.
And swingers is different than a polyamorous relationship. Right? Like, swingers is just you occasionally have sex with other couples or whatever. Whereas in polygamy, you this is us three. Like, we live together, or we all are in a relationship.
It's the same thing.
Or
it's the same thing. No, it's not necessarily like you have sex with multiple people. Like you it's not one person that you're having sex with. You're having sex with multiple people. I've known people who done this. They're in a relationship. They're together, but they can have sex with who they want to have sex with.
Swingers. That's what you're saying.
That's a swinger, yeah.
I thought that swingers was just...
Now, yeah, like the culture, I'm saying that with air quotation, the culture of swingers is that couples getting together and but swingers in the polyamorous relationship is, you know, tomato.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not interested in it. I don't like to share.
Nah, if I want to be a hoe, I'm not gonna be in a relationship.
No. We don't want to use negative.
Oh, hoe ain't negative to me. Hoe just means that you want to have sex with multiple people.
There is a negative connotation surrounding the word hoe. When people are out here calling Lori Harvey a hoe, they're not talking about a positive thing.
I ain't say it was positive either. I'm just saying it's a thing.
I like the word promiscuous better. If you want to be promiscuous,
promiscuous can have a negative connotation to it too.
I don't think so.
It's context.
It's just a word.
So it's hoe. Anyway, but that's
most people do not have an angry tone when they say promiscuous, but they definitely have a negative tone when they say hoe. You out here hoey hoe like that.
You promiscuous, you ain't nothing but a promiscuous little thing.
See,
niggas ain't smart enough to say promiscuous. See, I'll call a girl promiscuous and she wouldn't even know what I meant. Are you just promiscuous? Ugh.
Well, if you say then they'll probably give it away.
You promiscuous.
You know what I've been watching? Bridgerton. On Netflix. It's like a era. I think it's a comedy personally, but it's about in London and like high society and, you know, marrying your daughters off to, you know,
rich man.
Yeah. And it's just interesting how the world has changed. And I was thinking about how sometimes our liberties get us in trouble, you know, because back then, you can't even kiss a man in public, you know,
it's a lot more strict on
and you
PDA.
have you should be married before you know a man, you know,
have sex. You mean?
Yes.
What else? There's still people who think like that.
Yeah, but you know, if we had not embraced our liberties and, you know, explored, you know, our freedom and had agency over our bodies, maybe somebody like NBA Youngboy wouldn't have 7 baby mamas. I really think that humans need they need rules to follow.
Yeah, that's what society is. That's society. Or else we'd be wild animals out here.
Yeah, like we need to be governed.
Definitely. Oh, definitely.
It's just interesting watching this show. Like it's funny to me. It's interesting.
I'm playing Last of Us 2 now, and like so it's like it's like 10 years into a zombie apocalypse, so the world is just broken apart, and it's just like factions kind of running the world. Without society, people are animals. They be killing, raping, doing whatever they want to do.
It is like it's interesting.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. But I think even if, you know, them rules were in place, them stricter rules from Bridgerton were in place, I think niggas who out here with 7 baby mamas would still be out here with 7 baby mamas.
Oh, absolutely, because there's still
not
people.
Gonna stop them from.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
There were still people, even in this show. You know, people still had bastards. You know, children out of wedlock, or you know, children not with their wives or whatever. One of the girls on the show, she came and she was pregnant by this dude, and she tried to hurry up and marry another boy, and then she was gonna pin a baby on him, but they found out.
Imagine before DNA tests how often that happened.
Ooh, I mean, that even happened in like Game of Thrones. Mm-hmm. Cersei tried to pass these kids off,
She passed them off.
Well, she passed them off. Which, how slow do you got to be? You got both of these blind babies?
My wife blind.
No. One of them kids gonna have to have some brown hair.
That's how he figured it out, though. He was like, Baratheon black of hair. Mm-hmm. Baratheon gold of hair. Mm-hmm. And they off my mans. Mm-hmm. But yeah,
it's not gonna stop. There's always gonna be...
And it'd be, if there weren't condoms and contraceptives, there'll be billions more.
Even watching this show, and I was telling my mom, because we was watching it together. I'm like, I can see it's not hard to see how all these diseases came about.
Oh yeah,
because niggas was nasty.
Niggas weren't washing their hands.
Like, they was nasty. Like all the brothels and just. Ugh. And you just sticking your little raw ping everywhere. Anyway,
but it wasn't even like, it was just like,
it was normal.
It's what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, it was a thing.
I gotta get my rocks off.
He said, what did he say? Get your wick wet.
Get your wick wet.
Yeah.
I like that. Put that fire out.
I think it's a good little show if you wanna check it out. Anyway.
For sure.
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead. I've been listening to MF Doom.
You know what? I have been too.
Non-stop
and it's really,
recently.
I don't like which you've been telling me to listen to MF Doom for years.
Yeah.
But, whatever, I haven't. I don't like when people be like listening to people posthumous.
Yeah, now he's like his streams went up by like 700%.
Oh, I'm sure. But I mean, but at least, like, he's deserving of it, though. Because I'm not going to lie,
Absolutely.
His music is bomb. Like,
absolutely.
I've been listening to it, too. And I wish I would have, been listening sooner.
Yeah. Like,
his music is definitely worth
it. He's so good, he makes a fan out of some of the, like, Mos Def. You should listen to Mos Def talk about him. Like, he like a giddy school kid talking about, like, just some of the raps that MF Doom does. Talib Kweli the same way. Like, he's your favorite rapper's favorite rapper. Like, that's... And he just nice.
He is.
It's just... So that's my recommendation for the week. Just anything Doom. Obviously, Operation Doomsday was his first album. Like, it's Rhymes Like Dimes. I think it's the second song on the third song technically on that album is Essential Hip Hop. Like, it's amazing. I love Doomsday too. I think he got a Sade sample on there. Obviously, Mad Villainy. It's Mad Lib, MF Doom.
Okay, so
Mad Villain.
Was there some kind of controversy surrounding that, or some like? Is there supposed to be another Mad Villainy?
It was, yeah, and I think there is a Mad Villainy 2 out there.
Like leaks?
No, it's like a legit. I think it came out in like 2008, but I think it was like throwaway stuff. It was like B-sides and stuff like that. It wasn't nothing like a concentrated effort. Because
I was reading an article.
Now, if there's like a secret, like an actual, like what Mad Lib and Doom came back together and did the same thing they did for Mad Villain, because they like lived in the same apartment to do Mad Villain.
What I was reading was that they did, like, he was say like 90% done with it, and he just kept pushing it off, like, I gotta do another song, like, it's not. And so it never happened. Like, the full body was never complete. So now they're trying to figure out if they gonna put it out, because
that legitimate.
They did. So
that'd be dope if it did. I didn't know anything about.
Yeah, I was just reading that recently. Like I said, I've been listening to him, and I came across that article, and they were saying one of the producers, I can't remember who it was, had been working on it for they've been working on it for a while. He just kept putting. It was somebody else. It was somebody else. It was a white boy. Anyway. So they trying to figure out what to do. And he was like, I always feel funny about putting stuff out
posthumous.
Yeah, posthumous. So,
especially with somebody like Doom, like I feel like if he put his name on it, it has to have his stamp of approval. Yeah, because like that's just the type of figure that he is.
And I think that they should respect. Like it's hard to say what the artist would have wanted. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? When they die, like so many artists, the producers or whomever have
they die with stuff in the work still.
Yeah, and who's to say if that's how they would have wanted it? Or
the cynic is like, well, they did anyway, so just.
And I feel like people take advantage, and they just trying to make the money off it because they know that people gonna bad because
of the death.
They died already.
Yeah. There's nothing more profitable than a dead rock star,
and that's sad.
But yeah, I highly recommend that you check out MF Doom. He has a couple monikers. Do you know what MF stands for?
Nope.
It's not anything.
I only know the expletive.
It's not an expletive at all. It's Metal Face Doom when he's rapping.
Cause he got the metal mask on.
Yep, and it's Metal Fingers Doom when he producing.
Nice.
He's also goes by Victor Vaughn. He has an album called Vaudeville Villain, which so you wouldn't even know that that's MF Doom because it's literally Victor Vaughn. It's called Victor Vaughn. The artist is called Victor Vaughn. It's called Vaudeville Villain.
Interesting.
Super hard. Check it out. He had another one called Bring Me to Your Leader by King Ghidorah. MF Doom.
Interesting.
He
why all the aliases?
Because he's a super villain. He's like mysterious. He's all about the anonymity. You know what I'm saying? It. Where he talked about like saying like back when he was coming up, it was you'll be listening to the MC. You don't even know what he looked like until you go to the party and he pull up like he perform or whatever. Mm-hmm. It was never about the style or whatever. It was about the rhymes.
This makes me love him even more because I have always said I want to go back to the days where you get the vinyl. Mm-hmm. You don't know nothing about their personal life. Yeah. You appreciate their art.
That's Doom, but that's
right. We didn't even know this nigga was dead until like 2 months later.
Yeah, that's what Doom stood for, and like that stance that he took all them years ago stood the test of time. We still don't know what this nigga look like. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I appreciate that.
So, my recommendation is Doom's catalog. Operation Doomsday, Mad Villainy, Victor Vaughn, Vaudeville Villain, Born This Way, Take Me to Your Leader, King Ghidorah, The Mouse in the Mask. He got a Adult Swim project with Danger. It's called Danger Doom with Danger Mouse. So you know Danger Mouse. Gnarls Barkley, he did the Grey album. He also Broken Bells. He super producer. Super hard tracks on there too that he got with Doom. One of my
I forgot about the Grey album. I might have to go listen to that.
One of my favorite Gorillaz tracks, November Has Come. MF Doom is on that. Just go watch the Boondocks. The Boondocks is, I think season 1 samples Mad Villainy. There's plenty of Mad Villainy tracks in the Boondocks.
Ain't the Boondocks on HBO Max?
Yep, full complete series. So go.
Yeah, I need to watch.
Go listen to MF Doom. He's one of the greatest rappers of our time. Gone way too soon. And he deserved his roses while he was here, but he got them. That's the thing. He got them.
I have seen,
not in the way that everybody like, oh, he ain't got no Grammys, he ain't got
but come on, we talked about the Grammys plenty of times. He's but I have heard a lot of artists talk about him. Tyler
the Creator and Earl Sweatshirt are like geeked out when they met him. Mm-hmm. Like that. He's your favorite rapper's favorite rapper. Drake posted about him and stuff. Like it's. Hey, just keep an eye out. Like Aye Captain.
I'll definitely continue to listen. For sure.
Got a word for us?
I just want So, okay. The more you value things, or the more value you place on things, and value meaning time and energy, whatever, that you put on things that you cannot control, the less control you have. You cannot, if you can't control the situation, don't put so much energy into it. Don't let it change your mood, or like, it's pointless.
Control your controllables.
You know? So that's it. You know, and a lot of times we get in our own way trying to control stuff that we don't have any control over. You know? And we create problems in our mind. You know? Like in our imagination. Like, it's
like worrying about silly
worrying
stuff.
about stuff don't even matter. Like, just creating situations in your head, you know. And so stop doing that. Worry about what you can control and live your life, man. Like,
keep moving forward,
and start over as many times as you need to. Like, don't ever give up on yourself. Always bet on yourself, because you can do whatever you want to do. That's all.
I'm a reference some more advice I got from an anime, Jujutsu Kaisen. I think my favorite anime right now is Re:Zero. But the main character met with his mom the last season, and then in this season he gave the advice to his boo. He gave the advice that his mom gave him, and he was like, dude. He was like, it doesn't matter how it started. It doesn't matter how the middle went. All that matters is how it ends. Focus on that goal. Keep that, like, the goal-oriented. That's like a buzzword. You need somebody who's goal-oriented. You need to be goal-oriented. But that's real. Keep that goal in mind, and you won't take shortcuts. And you won't think about what people think of you. You won't think about all of the distractions that's around you. You will be focused on that goal, and you will get to the end, and you will be satisfied.
And just to piggyback off that a little bit, the end of the story is not until you stop telling the story.
Right.
Like, the story, there's really no ending. Yeah. There's no ending. It's just when you stop telling the story. Keep going. Like, even if you get to a place and that's not what you envisioned, or you didn't think that's, you know, it didn't play out how you thought it was going to play out. Keep going until you get the middle. You know,
could be the beginning.
Right.
And neither one of those matter.
And even, right. But it's just, the story never ends. Like, you get to a point and then you have to pivot and then just continue the journey. You know, until you get to the next point and have to pivot again or whatever. But it's
you can't
it never stops.
You can't control the journey.
Right.
You can't even attempt.
You can only control what you can control.
Yeah, exactly.
And everything's gonna happen the way it's supposed to happen. And that's all. That's the end of the story.
That's the end of this podcast too. This episode. Thanks for listening.
Peace and blessings.
Love, peace, and hair grease.
Just let your soul glow. Just let it shine through. I'm finna go. Oh, you know, Coming to America 2 finna come out.
Yeah.
You saw that?
They gotta do the Soul Glow remix.
They have to.
With, like, auto-tune and stuff.
They have to. They have to. Which I was mad, like, when they announced it. I was like, you can't make me wait like 3 more months for this. I need this sooner. But I'm excited. There's a lot of people in it, like Tiana Taylor's in there.
Yeah.
Old boy, Rotimi, he's in there.
I think they got all the same people not all the same people, obviously.
I think most of the like Arsenio Hall's back, Eddie Murphy, is James Earl Jones in there?
See, I think he is.
I think he's in there too. I don't know about the mom. Garcelle Barbeau. What's her last name? I think she's still in there throwing rose petals. I don't know if Eric LaSalle in there. He wouldn't have a reason to be in there. What's the girl name?
That's
What's his wife's name?
Immediately who I thought of.
Who?
And I wasn't sure she was in it. The one
the wife.
Yeah, the girl.
Yeah, she's in there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, she in there. I can't think of her name right now though.
Dang. James Earl Jones was born in 1931.
This nigga old. And like he been in hella movies. Like that nigga old.
He was in The Sandlot, remember?
Yeah. He was like, why you ain't asked me? I would have went and got it.
Right.
Like, that's y'all back there making all that racket.
They had a whole movie. They made a whole movie about trying to get this ball back, and they could have just asked.
Right, like, why y'all ain't just knocking the door?
He's the meanest old man that ever lived.
I love the Slim Lot, man.
Classic.
I still always, and my baby be getting on my, because of course I
made
her watch it.
Whoa.
What?
Let's end the podcast.
Oh, we was finna start another episode?
Yeah, right.
Okay. Peace and blessings.
Thanks for listening, guys. We love you.
Forever.
Forever.
Bye.
Not your kind of people.